Hey, good afternoon. What a great time to be a prairie wolf. I'm Loy Watley. I'm a professor of business administration, and I think the reason they asked me to welcome you is because my students know I start on time, end on time, and keep things moving. But I have to start by thanking the folks from athletics, admissions, advancement, and maintenance for helping pull this event together. So help me thank them. And thank you for coming here to help us celebrate. Please also help me welcome the president of P-Wolf Nation, Dr. Fred Oles.
Thank you, Dr. Watley. What amazing fun this is. The name of Nebraska Wesleyan is reverberating all across the country. Okay, so let me start by saying I have had incredible fun for the last couple of days wearing this cap, but I'm going to make a gift of it now to my national champion, Rosemary. There you go. I want to make sure that all of us are aware of the many people who help to make things work really well at Nebraska Wesleyan and contribute to an opportunity for a celebration like this. So let me say how grateful we are to Joe Bunstock, our senior women's athletic administrator. Dallas Fichtner, athletic trainer to the basketball team. Katie Paul, athletic trainer to the track and field teams. Alex Linden, right over here, our sports information director. Our faculty athletic representatives, Pat Pettit and David Iaquinta, who's in Australia and is being ably replaced for the moment by Loy Watley. Our thanks to them. Assistant coaches, Jackie in track and field, other coaches in track and field, Trevor Johnson in men's basketball, Tyler Ackley, who was with us in men's basketball until this year, Casey McGraw in men's basketball. Our thanks to everybody who helps out with the coaching. That's a wonderful contribution. And then there are the good people who keep this building in order. Kathy Minich, Peter Fackler, Tim Noonan, Mike Lindquist, Fred Reed. Let's give them our thanks, the custodial crew. Now, about running. Ted, I call this the 4x4x4x4 because it's 400 meters, 4 runners, 4 consecutive national champions that have brought us in a significant measure to a 4th place finish in the nation. So you're the 4x4x4x4. Anna Frazier, Kaylee Jones, Aspen Rolfs, Elizabeth Jones, and last year Katie Crick. What a wonderful team. So it's just really exciting to know that there are people who can run so fast, pass the baton so well, and do it so consistently. Now, about this school here. We are Nebraska Wesleyan University. In case anybody wondered how you say the name, right? Wesleyan. And everybody in America needs to know who we are now. We've been coyotes, we've been plainsmen, we've been prairie wolves, and we are national champions. Now, there's been just a little bit of confusion recently. Our coach has been called Dave. Our team has been called the Prairie Dogs. Our academic All-American of the Year has been called Connor. And I've heard people have trouble saying Wells, Ross, Baugh, Hiller, and Shimonitz. In fact, I want to tell Ryan Garver, I think you're the only guy on the team whose name has been said correctly every time I've heard it, but people are still surprised by Ryan's exceptional play. Well, that's ridiculous. I'm never surprised at all by the exceptional play of every member of our men's basketball team. Just a couple of words about the most recent 7 games by this basketball team. February 24th to March 17th. Of those 7 games, 3 were decisively dominated by the Nebraska Wesleyan Prairie Wolves, and 4 games, out of those 7, 4 games, you could not have known at the 10-minute mark how it was going to end. You couldn't have known at the 5-minute mark, unless you're clairvoyant. We'd like some clairvoyants to present themselves. If we've got you here, please let us know. You couldn't have known at the 2-minute mark. You couldn't have said for certain how this game was going to end up looking at the score. However, this is what happened. Every time in those games, there was one team that stayed in the game, that whittled away the gap, which usually was a small gap, and then took the lead, held the lead, and won the game. That's our team. This is the Prairie Wolf difference. It's a men's basketball team that is multi-dimensional, where each participant is unselfish, and it's like the best jazz music. They know the tune, and then they improvise. Congratulations to the 2018 national champions.
Getting ready for the final lap in the final race of the weekend. Elizabeth Jones and Nebraska Wesleyan run the anchor, and they've got a huge cheering section right at the finish line. First 1-2 there on the final handoff. It's Emory, then Nebraska Wesleyan. Erica Goldman running for the Eagles against Elizabeth Jones. Addie Kate Johnson for Bethel. Abby Felton running for Wetwater. Erica Goldman's had a good weekend for the Emory Eagles. Elizabeth Jones trying to size her up, but Goldman won't let her take over. Follow it! Jones closing about half a stride.
Boy, that was fun. That wasn't even close, it didn't look like. I'd like to introduce to you, so you can help congratulate all of the women who competed for us at the NCAA indoor track meet. If you ladies, if you'd come on up here when I announce your name. First, we have biology major Dayton Dolenchek with doing the shot put. Criminal justice justice major Jody Colner with the weight throw. Psychology major Stephen Becker with the shot put. She was the Iowa Conference champion. She was also the Iowa Conference Field Athlete of the Year and an NCAA All-American. At this point, I should note that assistant coach Derek Freese was honored as the NCAA Central Region Assistant Coach of the Year for his work with the throwers, so congratulations, Derek. And your four-time national champion 4x4 relay team, exercise science major Anna Frazier. Exercise science major Aspen Rolfs. Exercise science major Elizabeth Jones. Also NCAA runner-up in the 400. And exercise science major Kaylee Jones. Also the NCAA Central Region Track Athlete of the Year and an NCAA All-American. Congratulations, ladies. Now I'd like to give the mic to the Dean of the Prairie Wolf Coaches, a psychology major, Nebraska Wesleyan class of 1980 Hall of Fame coach, Dr. Ted Bowen.
Thank you. Wow, whoever thought this up, Dr. Rose, deserves a raise. This is fun. My gosh, this is wonderful. I want to thank so many people from the great weekend we had last week with our girls here, the many texts and emails and thank you notes and phone calls from faculty, staff, alumni, and just everyone. We really appreciate your support. If you allow me just a couple of minutes, I want to say a few words before we have to take off. You know, this is kind of a last-minute organization of this pep rally. I'm really glad we did it. But there are a few hurdles we had to get by, so I should explain. Today is our first day of official practice for our outdoor season. And so we've got, not everyone is over here, but 6 o'clock classes and 6 o'clock work assignments and so forth. So as soon as we're done here, we're going to take off and get back to the grind of practice. You know, I use that word grind, and I want to talk about that just a minute. In about 2 weeks, we're going to post, or we're going to hang another banner up here. We're also going to hang another banner in the field house, you know, representing these elite national level performances. And when I look at those banners, I certainly think of the athletic achievement, the high level athletic achievement those banners represent. But I also think about the grind that it took to get there. And that is really why we have college athletics, folks. You know, last Friday, I had the opportunity to speak to about 900 people in this very room. We had 350 prospective student athletes, or students for Nebraska Wesleyan at Prairie Wolf Gold, along with their parents. And I had an opportunity to tell them what they could expect if they participated in our athletic program. And I told them that, yes, we're going to be very competitive, but even more important than that, we're going to learn about things such as leadership skills, how to set goals, how to be a great teammate, the value of playing hard work, how to deal with the successes we have as athletes that we're celebrating today, but maybe even more importantly, the challenges that we face that inevitably pop up in any season. I know we talked to the basketball guys. They didn't win every single game. We talked to our girls here. We had some injuries, some sickness, that happens in every season. Sometimes I think we learn more during those challenging times than we do when things are going smoothly. So I just want to encourage us all to remember why in our country we spend billions of dollars on college athletics. And the reason we do that, it's great to find out which team can win 6 basketball games at the end of the year and who has the fastest girls on the 4x4. That is awesome, but what that really does is just give us a platform to help develop the tremendous young men and women that we have here at Nebraska Wesleyan. I see many of our alums up there. our faculty that are here, you guys know what I'm talking about because you have these young women and young men on the basketball team in class. And so I get excited about seeing what these kids are going to do, not only on the athletic arena that they are participating in now, but down the road. That's what really gets me excited. Really proud of these girls. I want to congratulate the men's basketball team. What a run. Fantastic. Congratulations, men, and thank all of you for coming out here today. This is a great, great event, and it just shows what Nebraska Wesleyan is all about. Thank you very much.
Floor, final shot at the buzzer, and that's the game. Nebraska Wesleyan has won the national championship. The confetti flies here in the state of Virginia arena. The Cardinals are jumping for joy in midcourt. Nebraska Wesleyan has won the national championship.
For those of you who are way back in the back, there's some really good track and field seats up here. So let me encourage you to come down and sit in these seats. They've already been warmed up. But let me ask you to help me congratulate your national champions. A sophomore accounting major from York, number 34, Drew Hoffman. A sophomore accounting major from Niwot, Colorado, number 40, Ryan Cannigator. A freshman from Highlands Ranch, Colorado, number 50, J.T. Blythe. A sophomore business administration major from Shawnee, Kansas, number 14, Casey Conklin. A junior accounting major from Beatrice, number 20, Ty Bargely. A junior business administration major from Wahoo, number 21, Jake Sheep. A freshman from Manhattan, Kansas, number 22, Cade Roberts. A freshman from Lincoln, number 24, Pete Ackerman. A freshman from Greeley, Colorado, number 32, Connor Thompson. A sophomore English major from Highlands Ranch, Colorado, number 44, Patrick Sullivan. A sophomore from Shawnee, Kansas, number 52, Dylan Dirks. A sophomore mathematics major from Omaha. He's a magician because his hand really is quicker than the eye, number 11, Austin Hall. A sophomore health and physical education major from Wood River who dunked over a 6'8" Titan on Saturday, number 4, Nate Baugh. A sophomore from Olathe, Kansas who launched the go-ahead three-pointer, number 5, Jack Hiller. A sophomore business administration major from Omaha who's on the NCAA Division III All-Tournament team, number 10, Nate Shimonetz. A junior business administration major from Lincoln, an NCAA Division III All-American, number 23, Ryan Garver. A junior accounting major from Overland Park, Kansas, the NCAA Division Final 3, Final 4 Most Outstanding Player and Academic All-American of the Year, number 30, Captain Cooper Cup. And a senior business administration major from Omaha who capped Friday's game with a Brobdingnagian dunk and started Saturday with a pair of thrilling threes. Number 3, Captain Dion Wells Russ. And now the coaches. A sports administration major from Castleton University, first-year assistant head coach, Casey McGraw. A biology major, Nebraska Wesleyan class of 2014, in his own right, an All-American and an academic All-American, fourth-year assistant coach, Trevor Johnson. And I'd like to welcome to the podium a history major from the University of the South, fourth-year head coach and your NCAA Division III National Coach of the Year, Dale Wellman.
Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming out. This is unbelievable. When I heard there was going to be a pep rally,
This just blows my mind. Thank you so much for the support today, but thank you so much for the support all season. It's been great. Student section all year at our home games has been tremendous. And everywhere we've gone, even though we were the farthest school away from Salem, Virginia, we definitely had more students there than anyone else. We were the only one with a true student section. So thank you very much. You know, I also want to congratulate the track team. Obviously, tremendous accomplishments for them, and as another coach here, I'm obviously very proud of what they've been able to do. So congratulations to the track team. You know, 2 years ago, coming off our last season with the NAI affiliation, we lost 6 seniors, and going into last year was a complete question mark in terms of what was going to happen. We brought in a large freshman class, had some transfers, had no idea what direction this program was going to go at that time. But one of the reasons that I took this job 4 years ago was because I thought that this program, this school, I thought the ceiling was higher than where I was previously. And I wasn't really sure how high that ceiling was, but I obviously wanted to try to get the right guys in to really push that ceiling a little bit. And fortunately, this year, you know, we were able to reach the pinnacle, the absolute top of the ceiling, and I'm really proud of the way these guys, you know, accomplished their goals this year. You know, this season, it got off to we had an exhibition game right here against Peru State, scholarship program, obviously right here in Nebraska. And with 1.7 seconds to go, we lost one of our key players for the first 10 games of the year. And although I would never wish that on any player ever, looking back in hindsight, it really helped us. I think we were obviously very tight. It allowed other guys to step up, play different roles that would help us coming down the stretch during the conference tournament and into the NCAA tournament. So at the beginning of the year, I didn't know which direction this was going to go, but it obviously all worked out for the best. We were able to get Jim back, and obviously he made a couple big shots. I read online in one of the message boards that he was a cold-blooded killer, and I really liked that phrase. So it's a long nickname, but I really liked it. So. You know, I'm a little different than a lot of coaches. You can ask these guys. We don't have any goals. It's weird. I don't necessarily believe in goals with our basketball program. The only thing I told these guys all year was I thought we could do something special. And when I was trying to motivate them, it was always, I wanted to be able to do something special. You guys want to be able to do something special. And it's a pretty vague goal. I wasn't sure what that meant, whether that meant an II championship, going to the NCAA tournament, or whatever. And it wasn't until, you know, we came back from 18 down in the last 10 minutes against Central right here on this court in the conference championship game that I began to realize, you know, we could really, really do something special. And then to go into WashU in St. Louis in that first weekend and be able to beat 2 20-win teams by, you know, 20 plus points, that's when it began to click to me that we were really on the cusp of doing something extremely special. And these guys came out the next weekend really wanting to make a statement, going to Platteville, having to play 2 top 10 ranked teams, including the #1 team in the country. And I used the term a few times to describe it. They were just as loose as they are off the court because it's such a tight group. And they like to joke around and have fun. As loose as they were off the court is how laser focused they were on the court. And that's when, I don't know, maybe the pressure began to build on me a little bit because I thought that we could really take this whole thing. And this weekend going into it, I was as confident as I've ever been in as a coach because these guys acted this past weekend just like they did the past 2 weekends where they were really dominant. Obviously a great weekend. Virginia was really special. The NCAA and the city of Salem do an unbelievable job, and I think these guys had a lot of fun. I think, wins was standing. We talk a lot in the recruiting process, and we talk as a university about this, whether it's the student experience or the student athlete experience. And I think these guys, are living to the extreme of that here in the past 3 weeks, and especially this past week. It's been a lot of fun, and I want to conclude again by saying thank you so much for all your support. It's been a lot of fun. This is, personally, this is what every coach dreams of. This is what what you compete for, and what I have the opportunity to work with great young men every day, and professionally, this is what I want. But I couldn't do it without these guys. It's a testament to these guys. These guys are great. And I want to bring up two guys here to say a little something. Our two captains, Cooper Cook and Deion Wells-Ross.
All right, I can't wing it like Coach, so I've got a couple notes here. First of all, just thank everyone for coming out. This is unbelievable, and your support all year has been incredible to us, and I know I speak on behalf of the team when I say thank you for all that. So. We obviously couldn't accomplish this alone, and so I kind of want to recognize a few people. First, the fans here all year. We love playing at home here, and we truly have a great home court advantage, and we hope that continues in the future. We also want to thank President Oles, TJ, Dr. Watley, the admissions department, our families, the students, and anyone else I may be missing who traveled these past 3 weekends, the many miles, and a lot of hours spent in the car on planes, all for us, and we really appreciate that a lot. Also Dallas and the whole athletic training staff, Larry and Cheryl Snyder, all our alums, thank you for everything you've done to help get us to this point. Our hard work as well as yours has gotten us to this point and this success, and we're proud to share this championship with all of you. Coaches, we thank you for the many hours spent preparing us to compete at the highest level. Your countless hours of work does not go unnoticed. Trev and Case, thanks for not only being great coaches, but also being great friends and people we can come to with anything. Coach, you deserve every award that comes your way, and we appreciate you putting up with us every day. Even when we order over 100 wings as an appetizer, and get food poisoning before playing the #1 team in the country. Team, we worked hard for this and we earned this. This group is truly special in that we're best friends off the court, unselfish teammates on the court, and truly enjoy being around each other all the time. And lastly, Deion, our senior leader, captain, emotional leader, and the dude that put Springfield on the posters to send us to the national championship game. We couldn't have done this without you, and we couldn't be happier to send you off in the best way possible. Thanks again, everyone. Let's do it again next year.
Might not be as good as Connor's, but no, I'm just joking. I didn't write anything down like Cooper did. I'm kind of winging it, so bear with me. But first of all, like Cooper said, I want to say thank you for everybody that came out to support us and enjoy this special moment with us. We really appreciate it. I also want to say thank you to all the fans, all the students, all the community, the staff, the faculty, the alum, everybody that supported us and followed us this year. We wouldn't have been able to make it this far without you guys, so thank you. Every game of the tournament, we had an unbelievable crowd, unbelievable amount of students. It felt like a home game, honestly, and you guys rallied behind us and pushed us through every time we were down and we faced adversity. You guys rallied behind us and helped us get to where we are now, so thank you, like I said. Yeah, she's just wild. lost my words. As far as the championship, it's unreal right now. It still hasn't really set in that we're the national champions, and it's obviously special to all 18 guys on this team. Coach Wellman, thank you for everything. Coach Trevor, Coach Casey. It's special to us, but we know it's all special to everyone in here. We couldn't have did it without you guys. It took everybody, so we're not just champions, we're all champions. We did it for everybody, so thank you. So this is my second year at Nebraska Wesleyan. I transferred in from Midland University, and it was the best decision I made of my life. It's been the best 2 years of my life, and I couldn't have asked for a better senior year. I want to thank everybody for sending me out the best way possible. I wouldn't have wanted to do it with any other group of guys. I love my teammates. Like Coop said, we're all best friends on and off the court. We love to share the ball, and that's why this was all possible. Thank you to the coaches for having me. Like Coach Wellman would say, I bullied my way in, so thanks for having me. Thank you to Dallas for taking care of me, preparing the old guy for all the games and stuff. And like I said, we're all champions. Thank you.
Now I'd like to think that these guys, listen to me and learn a little from me, but also I listen and learn a little to them. So after all their thank yous, I need to make sure that I thank my wife. It's been a long, long season, so thank you. Thank you, Dion, giving me the mic back so I can thank her. I appreciate that. And obviously there's a lot of thanks to go out to everyone. President Holmes has been extremely supportive. Ira and Joe and Alex and Dallas, just absolutely incredible. And all the alums that I've heard from the past 3 weeks and all season supporting us, it's been truly great. So I'll hand the mic over here to Lloyd and he'll take it home.
Well, I'd like to ask the guys to stand up and come on over here and get in line. And Dr. Zeff is going to be presenting you with your national championship watches. Yeah, same order. Okay, we're going to start with the same order that I did last time. So we'll start off with Drew Hoffman. No? Oh. The first three. Okay, I'm sorry. They have to tell me what to say. We'll start off with number 14, Casey Conklin. Then Ty Bardsley. Jake Sheaf. Kane Roberts. Pete Ackerman. Connor Thompson, Patrick Sullivan, Dylan Dirks, Austin Hall, Nate Baugh, Jack Hiller, Nate Shimonitz, oh, I'm sorry, it looks like they ran out of watches. Okay, here we go. Ryan Garver. Cooper Cook, coaches, and Dion Wells Ross.
I saw you do that during the game.
And now you guys can make sure to get to class on time. And for our assistant coaches, Casey McGraw and Trevor Johnson. And the last watch goes to Coach Dale Wellman. I understand that our head coach once considered a career in architectural history. This is a good career for being a coach. But let's give the mic to the architect of the finest athletic department in the country, Dr. Ira Zepp. P-Wolf!
Nation!
P-Wolf!
Nation!
P-Wolf!
Nation!
P-Wolf!
Nation!
It is a great day to be a P-Wolf. It's a great month to be a P-Wolf. Dr. Oles started off with his talk. February 24th was a very special night in Snyder Arena. What a game, what a comeback that finished with a court-rushing finish by our students after that game was over. It was an awesome experience. But that started the run, a great run for the Prairie Wolves. We talked about the fourth place finish by our women's track program at the national championships for Division III. And then the basketball run continued. The buzzer beater by Shim to beat number 8, Wisconsin, Platteville. The 130-97 whipping of number 1, Whitman. Then we had the posterizing dunk by Dion Wells Ross in the semis. And we finished with the national championship game on CBS Sports, seen nationally all across the country. What a month indeed. I also would like to take just a few moments for some thank yous. Some will be repeated as they've been shared by a number of people that have spoken already. But I want to shout out to Dick Janda. No question, he puts his heart into every call, broadcasting our games, the excitement that he creates with his radio broadcasts. Holy moly, holy pepperoni! I'd like to thank our cheerleaders and our spirit squad as a whole for all your spirit, getting on the bus and going with us to Salem. We appreciate your efforts. All this would not have happened without the support of Dr. Oles, our administrative council, and our board of governors. Please help me thank them loudly. A special shout out. Cooper mentioned them very quickly, but Larry and Cheryl Snyder sitting up in their normal seats. Thank you for all your support. This would not happen without you. And most of all, I want to thank P-Wolf Nation, our students, our faculty, our staff, our alums, and especially our basketball alums who created the tradition that we're carrying on. Thank you, P-Wolf Nation. Lastly, I want to thank our coaches, Coach Wellman, Casey and Trevor, our assistant coaches. They are the best staff in America. Please help me thank them. Thank you, P-Wolf Nation.